to their own.
This is going to be very casual, very FaceTime vibes. Some things I'll talk to the camera, and then probably some things I'll do a voiceover or something, because when I'm in the moment or I'm on calls with other people, like, I need to focus, you know? So yeah, but today is Sunday, October 19th, and I'm just kind of prepping for the week. So I kind of prepped, and this just helps me. This is just a me thing. I don't like going into the week anxious. So planning out the week and what I want to do and priorities and all that keeps me calm. So that's what I was doing in the bed this morning, which wasn't technically 12 p.m. It was like a little bit of everything, you know, my influencer stuff and, you know, content that's due and other content I just want to do on my own. So now I am prepping new samples. So I'm going to have a call probably tomorrow to give feedback on the most recent samples that I got, so that we can either tweak some things or place orders for things that turned out really well. So that way I can give you all like my thoughts and just how I think through things and determining if I think something's gonna, you know, be popular, and just like ideas also. And you guys can share your ideas with me. So first up, what's very exciting, and this is a sneak peek because this is our bestseller, which is Lagos. So if you love Lagos, get excited. But we tried out Lagos in a tortoise. So instead of making it black, making that trim tortoise and then the tips tortoise, and then giving it like more of a brown, just so it's like more of a softer feel. It's a lot of sunglass and it's very bold, which that's what people like about it. But I also wanted to just like give other options for people, and they came out perfectly. Obviously it's much easier when the shape is already there. Oh, they're stunning. To just like go in and tweak things. So this around here is tortoise now. Oh, so stunning. And then the tips are tortoise, and they're just like a little easier. So love how that turned out. So this, we are gonna go ahead and place the order. So I'm just making like my little notes on everything. I'll just call that brown now, but I want to think of like a nicer word than just brown. I gotta think about that. And then a new pair I'm working on, well, I've had for a while, and initially I was kind of like not feeling it, but I really want to prioritize more, not necessarily like unisex, but like frames for guys, because I have like Milan is a frame for a woman. No guy, most guys are not going to wear that. So it's also okay to have some frames that probably just men will wear, and that's what this is. It's a very like squared, like kind of cool shape. I'm gonna work on making the arms thinner, and then instead of the tortoise, because this was the first sample, so instead of this tortoise, I'm gonna do it in this super cool, like, I don't know what to call this. It's kind of like see-through transparent situation in this really pretty brown. I think that'll be nice for spring and for a guy. So I got this sample in NYC. I'm not going to do this color in NYC, but it just helped me see the color. And I'm going to do it on this. This doesn't have a name yet. Hopefully once I fix the arms, because to me this is just too thick, especially for a guy frame. So it just needs to be a little thinner in that color. And then maybe this will be like a, I don't know, like a Miami maybe? Like what's a guy city? What's a lot, because these look great on Josh. And we just need more frames like that. Yeah, and I think even the lens color. Like basically this frame with this lens color, which is like super pretty, but in this shape. I need to think of a name. I need to think of a name now, actually, so that it helps me keep track of when the samples come in again. Let's see. I'm almost feeling like LA. Should we call this LA? What does this give? What's a like cool, you know? Think about it in this color. I mean, not that the color matters, but the shape is like, it's not doing too much, but it's very cool.
Yeah,
maybe. I know.
What did you say about the other color? What did you just say about the other color?
Oh, I said, but in this color, like these in this color, is what we would probably launch with. If that changed. Do you want them in this color? Maybe a different lens? I think this lens is too dark. Or you want this?
We should try that blue one.
Oh, yeah. So get another sample of this with the orange changed with a blue lens and in that color. Should we call it Los Angeles? That's too long. But we could say LA and then the color. These are the LA browns. I don't like browns, but these are the LA tortoise. That's the LA nude. Okay. Thank you.
But we need to figure out how the brand goes on the side. Because if you look at those clear ones, that doesn't look nice.
Yeah. No. I think it doesn't look nice inside or outside. But is this where we say we're going to put it on the bar?
I think so.
I'll work on today because it is Sunday. And actually, I'm not going to work. But I need to film a campaign that's due tomorrow. Finish editing a video for another campaign that's due tomorrow. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. But this week for 12 p.m., we are planning our winter shoot, which is in 3 weeks. So got to finish booking all the models. We already have the location. And then we need to start prepping the looks. We also are planning our Art Basel activation. So right now we're like just sourcing a lot of things. We're going to do like it's a penthouse kind of, you know, stop by situation, gifting situation. So we're like sourcing, like we want to do customized, like the balls on the pool table, because there's a pool table in the room, napkins, gift bags, decals for the mirrors. We're doing all that. So that's, I think, all we'll work on this week. And then possibly our restock. We were supposed to restock last week. But we're just waiting to get our shipment, which is really out of my control. But everything's ready. We just needed to get to LA. So possibly that will happen this week. That's pretty much everything. I'm sure I'll see you tomorrow. I literally made a little thing to start sending people every time they DM me.
Yeah.
About a restock.
Like a message?
Yes. And that's like, I feel like nobody understands how frustrating this is.
Yeah. That TikTok you sent, and me and Leslie was like, just seeing it from another founder's perspective of running out of inventory.
Yeah.
That was really, it looks really good.
Yeah. They look great. So people will love that. So yes to that as what, spring?
Mm-hmm. How many pieces do we want?
Lagos brown. What's November, December, January? I guess we could.
Yeah, that will give us enough time, and maybe even try to do C shipment if we do have like a good 6 weeks.
Yeah, and I think if we have this as a you know, coming spring, that section, that's also fine. You know,
Okay.
if this is just like a, hey, here's what's, I
Okay.
think we have a here's what's coming spring
Yeah.
collection. We don't need to have that to gift. That can just like
Okay.
be for like press.
Yeah, and worst case, you can start previewing it when
Exactly.
you go into Fashion Week and all that stuff.
'Cause
Like, we already know what's coming.
Yeah, the point of the gifting suite to me is like it's also a preview, like of what's coming, and then yeah, you can just try.
Are we doing that during Fashion Week?
Yeah.
Okay.
But also we'll gift, you know, whatever we have on hand, we can like gift
Yeah.
that to people. But I think it's more of like a preview. At the shape, yeah. You see that color in there? Very nice for my lighter complected folks.
Yeah, then we had a.
Let her see it on you. Those are fire.
It is a nice color. I like it.
But it just needs to be smaller for like more people. Like NYC is a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Fire. All right.
Maybe more for summer or fall, depending if you like it for fall. We do have to start thinking of like pieces for fall. So maybe that's something that we can work on in the next few weeks, just so we are ahead of schedule and we can start doing also the sea shipment.
Yeah, because I feel like when we get this next sample, that should be our summer stuff. Yeah, I'm very excited about that. We can do this ones with the green color. So then I was thinking, what if we do more of a magenta kind of rather than the pink ones, or stick with the pink and try to get a two-tone ones.
Have you done a two-tone?
And some of it has to do with pricing as well. But they can also redeem this online, which is amazing. So inside you'll notice there is a little barcode and it has a certificate at the bottom. So all they need to do at the end of their purchase once they go into support
TikTok, something similar, and then an email blast of like the first look. It'd just be another opportunity from an email perspective, just to pulse the audience with, again, take a look at.
But I'm gonna try to go to the warehouse on Monday, just to get BTS of how things are packed and, you know, just content anyway. For sure.
I'm thinking more so TikTok than Instagram. I think, and I'm hoping it still follows the same timeline. I had an idea where it'd be a quick 5-minute question, 5 questions with you, Jenee, on the shoot.
Match the same burgundy browns and then the green stems.
Yeah, I would like to, let's not say that yet. I would like to find something to be my inspo.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna, even if it's like a piece of art or maybe somebody showing during Art Basel, I need. Yeah.
Perfect. And then last question, and then I'll show you guys kind of some of the branded items. Did we have thoughts for if we wanted to put anything else in the gift bags outside of the frame that people get to take?
I think just the frames, it keeps the focus on us.
Okay.
If we have a partner or a couple partners, then that makes sense. But I think anything else, then it becomes a like, what's in my bag situation.
Yeah.
And we need it to just be a, look what I got from 12 p.m.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very helpful.
Who ever thought that these girls would get? I feel like we need a white coat.
Well, for refer code, ain't it white?
I got a white one. I brought out this dark one, but I might bring out the white one. But I need to see what she got new. She said she was gonna send me some pictures actually, because I also need something for the curve model. So I probably need a large coat for her. Then the other girl. Oh, and I need a men's coat. Well, I think I'm gonna do like a fur hat for him. I feel like that might be a bit much for Marcus. He's already big and got a lot of hair. So I got.
That's gonna be cute.
Please. Please. That's my outfit.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah. Oh, stop.
Stop.
Where's that from?
Naked Wardrobe. But it's expensive for them. Like this jacket was like $400. I'm like, we'll wear it for the shoot, and I wear it.
Hell yeah.
At some point.
With a dog shit out of red.
It just takes a lot of intentionality, which is...
Yeah, it does. I see that.
Good. Quick question. Did you book the bartender yet?
No, I haven't booked anything yet.
Okay. I think we're gonna cancel or at least hold off for now. It's a nice to have, but again, we could also just pour champagne.
Yep, that's so true. And we should get branded glassware.
Yeah.
And maybe even, I know the fashion illustration was just kind of like the most basic one based off the...
Makes sense with Art Basel. So then is there
Yeah.
some other, maybe we just look for actual artists?
Yeah. And I think Leslie is putting some fillers out on that, but I'll send you over the...
I feel like these are things we need that kind of create the
Vibe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could get some photos, display holders, table mirrors you liked. These cylinder columns might be cheaper if we do the printed one she was talking about.
Well, I don't even know if we're doing this. Because we're just doing like a backdrop and florals. Like we don't need those podiums for sunglasses when they're just going to be on the table so people can try them on.
Okay.
Do we want to spend time on pillow decor?
I'd rather spend it on flowers.
Scratch this for now. And what about the gift bags for people leaving with their friends?
I don't know about that.
It was a little pricey. I can price out a couple of others, but it might be around the same.
Yeah, because it's one of those things, if we're going to do it, it needs to be nice. So it's going to be expensive. But I just don't know. Yeah. Especially if they're, we're not doing sponsors where it's other things.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Lizzie?
I would try to keep the gift bags in, just from a photo.
More branding.
Yeah, and like takeaway picture, that type of thing. That might, but I think let's stay close to it. It might not be something.
Hi, Queens. It is Thursday. It's Thursday. I just finished shooting a campaign for Sephora, and now we're about to get on our weekly 12 p.m. call. So this is just with our whole team. So it'll be a little bit of everything. And then after the call, I'll show you the new samples that I got. And just talk about what's going on. I feel like this will probably be the last day of this week's vlog. Tomorrow is Friday, but Maya is off. And I don't think I'm doing anything 12 p.m. related besides like maybe planning outfits. And then Monday we have like a creative call for our upcoming shoot. So that'll be in next week's vlog. So yeah, but it's Thursday. I really beat my face. I was practicing this look for an upcoming red carpet situation. Not sure, but let's go. All right. I didn't share much of the call. It was actually a little, it needed to be private. But anywho, we are, hopefully by you're watching this Sunday, we should be restocked. That was like the only part of the call I could share, but I figured I'd just talk to you about it. But our product landed at LAX. So now we're waiting on our truck driver to pick it up. And all of this is a process that like I have no control over, that can just be super time consuming. We are trying to restock tomorrow, but we need, the product to get from LAX to the warehouse to have time to unpack it, put it all in the system. So maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. Of course, I want to share that. Very frustrating. But outside of that, everything else should be good with, like, we have orders like coming so far in advance now that we shouldn't run into this issue anymore. We just talked about Art Basel, which you've already heard. We talked about some other events we are participating in. And then just all of the samples, and a little bit of like PR stuff. So yeah, but the newest sample I got yesterday, absolutely stunning. This is like already a winner, and I feel so lucky when like the idea like comes out pretty close the first time. This is going to be called Miami, so an exclusive, and it's just too good. So for those of you wondering if we're coming with smaller sunglasses, we absolutely are. That's kind of the vibe for like spring, summer. A few more like sleek styles. This is going to be like a silver with a green tint. And I already, that's going to be like spring. And then for summer, I have like some really pretty color combinations. And then this is a rose gold and brown with tortoise handles. You know, like, I'm just so impressed with myself. All right, we're restocking today. It was a very touch and go situation. But our shipment landed yesterday at LAX. It got out of there quickly, you know, because it has to go through like customs, but for like imports, it's a lot. But it got to our warehouse quickly. They unpacked it, counted everything, so we are good. We also updated our website. I put it here. And I'm just so thrilled. I feel like I really wanted us to launch when it was cold. We were supposed to launch in February. And in my mind, I had a certain vibe for it. And then when we had to launch in summer, it was like, you know, summer's just not really my thing, even though that makes sense for sunglasses as far as styling and aesthetic. So I feel like this last, good Lord, sorry. I feel like this last shoot that we did was kind of like what I really envisioned. It's just like warm and cozy and chic. And so we updated the website with those pictures. And now I'm going to do a joint post because we are going live in 1 minute. I'm so excited. I'm also so scared. Me and Josh were talking last night in bed about just being afraid that things are going to sell out again. And like we feel like we've ordered so much, and like from what we're being told of what, as far as like just industry standard, we've ordered so much. And we just don't want to run out. We have like our winter collection comes out beginning of December. And then we've already placed orders. Like we're probably going to place another order Monday, just once we see how things sell over the weekend. But we've already placed orders for like our essentials that come, I think, in like January or into December. But we'll see. Oh my God, it's 12. It's 12. It's 12. There's already 948 people on the website, which is terrifying. This cannot be right. There's already... This can't be right. It's been 1 minute. We've already had 52 orders and done $10,000. I'm so nervous. This is making my tummy hurt. But we have a lot of our best sellers. We have a lot of Lagos, a lot of London Blue, a lot of Toronto. Like since we just did $2,000 in 1 minute. Okay. Let me post. I was gonna post on my page, but I don't even think I am. I'm just gonna post on 12 p.m.'s page. We need this product to last a month at least until the winter launch. Everybody just relax. I just sent the newsletter out. Show you that it's super simple. You know, we're back in stock, kind of little. Oh my God, we've done $40,000 in 7 minutes. Check the quantities. Okay. Oh, the website looks so good. Look at them. Gorgeous. It's just so chic. Okay, well, I'm gonna wrap this up. This is really the end now, so that I can put this live. It's Sunday when you're watching this. Let's hope we're still in stock. I'm sure we are. We have a lot of London Blue. We have a lot of Lagos. Those were our best sellers last time, so we ordered a lot. We should for sure have those. If you are wondering about Milan, we did not restock those this time because we had those. Like, that was our slowest seller. We had those for 3 months. So at the time when we placed this order, it just made no sense. Like, we had hundreds of them. Still, we just sold out of them like probably 2 weeks ago. So when they will be back, but it's gonna be, I don't think they're gonna be back until the end of December. But they'll be back in black and tortoise, so that's exciting. But posting in my stories on the brand page and night page. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know. Are we keeping it up or what you want to see? Happy Friday. Oh, no. Happy Sunday. You're watching this on Sunday. People are posting in their stories. Now my collection is complete. Okay. Happy Sunday. I'll see you next week. Bye.